Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and today we'll be discussing the Arkansas Razorbacks football schedule for the 2023 season. First up, last year Arkansas went 7-6. Not that good. It was a little bit of a step back there, but also KJ Jefferson did get hurt at one point, so that probably had something to do with that. But yeah, let's jump into this right now. The spring game looked pretty promising for Arkansas. You saw Dan Enos, the new offensive coordinator for Arkansas. They ran a lot of option plays, running RPOs, just running run options, all that stuff, which I think plays in to what the style that Arkansas would want to play. I mean, you got KJ Jefferson, who is built like Cam Newton, has some good speed. He's not Cam Newton type of player. I mean, he kind of is. He's just not as good as he was. Which, if he is, well, he was showing a lot this year. But also Rocket Sanders, which is one of the best nicknames in the country for a running, especially for a running back. He's heading to his sophomore year. He's having a very good time at Arkansas so far. He had over 1,000 yards rushing last year for Arkansas. And it just looks like Arkansas can be very good this year. I love Sam Pittman as the coach. And let's just jump into the schedule. You have 3 pretty easy games, I'd say, to start off with. First up, you're at home versus Western Carolina. You're going to beat Western Carolina. Then you're at home versus Kent State. You're going to beat Kent State. Then you're at home versus BYU. You're going to beat BYU. So you start off the year 3-0. Good start for Arkansas. Couldn't ask for anything better. But also you expect that. Then you are going to LSU. And again, if you've watched my LSU video, you've seen how much high praise I have for LSU. And also, I've mentioned many times before how Harold Perkins is probably the best defender in the country. And I think most Arkansas fans really want to forget that game last year. But you can't, because you got to play him again. And Harold Perkins probably had the best defensive performance out of any team, out of any player last year, against any team last year. Probably, at least in the SEC, at least. I don't think he'll do as good as he did that game, but LSU will play very good, and they're at home. So I got LSU winning this one, so I got Arkansas dropping this one. First road game of the year, so no shame in losing to LSU. No shame. Then you're playing at AT&T versus Texas A&M. This game I think can be very close. Last year there was a lot of misfortune. KJ Jefferson fumbled right at the goal line, which led to Texas A&M running the ball back for a touchdown. That was a 14-point swing. And then the kicker, I'm pretty sure, missed a field goal by hitting the top of the top post, or going over the top of the post, which is incredible. They go over the top of the post but not go in. It's insane. But I think this year, Arkansas will not make those type of mistakes, because even with those mistakes that they made, this misfortune they had, they still had a game-winning field goal. They had at least a field goal to at least tie it up or go for a win at the end of the game. So I think Arkansas will not make those same mistakes. I got Arkansas winning this one. And then this one was a very tough one to decide upon. You're going to Ole Miss. 2 years ago when they played Ole Miss, at Ole Miss, it was one of the best games of the season, one of the highest scoring games of the season especially. Both teams went over 50, which is insane. But last year when you faced Ole Miss, you're at home, and you absolutely destroyed Ole Miss badly. I mean, Ole Miss had a pretty good fourth quarter, but I'm pretty sure the score was like 40-something to 6 at one point. I'll put up the score, like I always do. But you're at Ole Miss. I don't really trust Jackson Dart. I like Spencer Sanders from Oklahoma State, but I have a feeling he won't be the starter. Lane Kiffin sometimes kind of puts his team in bad spots. Like, let's go for it on 4th and 2 at their 13. Instead of just kicking a field goal. Like, Lane, just kick the field goal. Get your 3 and keep moving. Sometimes Lane is too aggressive. I think he might be that this game. I think Arkansas can capitalize. So I got Arkansas winning this one in a very close one, I'd say. Then, after this big win, you're 5-1 at this point. A lot of analysts don't have them going above 7 wins. I think by this point in the year, you at least have 5 at the midway point. So, yeah. And then you're at Alabama. That sucks. You're going to lose Alabama at Alabama. So yeah, then you're at home versus Mississippi State. I think Will Rogers is going to be very good this game. I think this one's going to be one of those games that Mississippi State show out on the road. I think Mississippi State will win this game. So I got Arkansas losing this one. This is the first home loss you have of the year for Arkansas, but granted against Mississippi State, so that's a good team, anyways. But after this, you have a pretty easy end to the year, I'd say. So at the moment, you're 5-3, and you've had back-to-back losses. And then you have Florida. You're at Florida for this one. You're going to beat Florida. You already know my opinion about Florida. I think Graham Mertz is terrible. So I don't think Florida's going to be good. So yeah, I got Arkansas winning. Then you're at home versus Auburn. Auburn with Hugh Freeze. They could be pretty good. They could be. But I don't think they're going to be good enough to beat Arkansas. I think, again, that option offense, though, looks like they're going to be using this year. KJ Jefferson and Rocket Sanders just look so good how they're going to work out. I think so in the spring game, they're always getting 5 to 10 yards each play when they ran it. So I think that will continue. I like how they're going to play, and I think they will beat Auburn at home. And then you're at home playing FIU. That's pretty easy. You're going to beat FIU. And then at the end of the year, you're going to play Missouri. You're at home versus Missouri. Missouri can beat a couple good teams, but it's usually they're going to have that advantage when you're at Missouri. They're going to have that chance to upset good teams at Missouri. I don't think they're going to be able to do that on the road. I think KJ Jefferson's going to end his career, at least regular season career, final home game, with a win. I got Arkansas beating Missouri. So overall, I got you going 9-3. I could see some of these games splitting different ways, especially the Ole Miss and A&Ms. I can see that going the other way, but I also could see you beating Mississippi State. I doubt you're going to upset LSU and Auburn. I'm not Auburn, Alabama. I'm sorry. So I got you going 9-3 this year. I think Arkansas fans will be very proud that we go 9-3 this year. Especially Sam Pittman. I like him. He's a great coach. I really like Sam Pittman as the coach. I think he just fits Arkansas very well. So yeah, and the only problem with this team is that their defensive coverage was one of the worst in the country last year, and their offense was not like Tennessee's, so they could not just score 50 on you. You actually have to play defense, and they struggle with that. So if they improve on that, then I think this record is very much possible for them. So hope you guys have a great day. Remember, if you like the video, hit the like button. Comment whatever you think about this video. Comment whatever you want. Talk about Arkansas, whatever you feel like is right. And yeah, hit the subscribe button. We talk about sports every day. Hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, everyone, and God bless y'all.